the Maltese vegan. Merry Christmas! Day 15, Vlogmas 15, 15th of December, Guys' Nights. So yesterday we've seen how in a relationship we should be the first to say sorry. But here we're saying there's an extra step. The extra step of trying to please them. Obviously we're talking about our partners. And why wouldn't you want to do this? Why wouldn't you be doing it already? After all, this is about your love, your companion, your treasure, your soulmate, your lover and friend. So what's the problem? I'm off again. My apologies for the terrible angles, but I've got my hands are loaded and can't really film and carry everything. Looking for my phone and it's right in my hand. I've got guys' nights and just came from physio as I explained yesterday. I'm exhausted, mentally and physically. I've been saying dumb stuff for the past few minutes. And yeah, driving to Valletta, the capital city, because that's where the restaurant is. Hopefully I remember to take some shots over there. Okay, so it's confirmed that yesterday's noise, since I'm passing from the same area and I'm hearing the same noise which sounded like a puncture yesterday, a punctured wheel, it's actually the wheel to road contact. Because I passed like from a strip, it seemed to be relatively, smooth, maybe recently done, and I don't know if it's some special tarmac and it causes some extra or special grip, and that's causing noise, which honestly yesterday freaked me out. I thought I was gonna get a puncture. I thought I'd just give a bit of an update on the curious fact of yesterday's noise. By the way, this place I'm going to is actually the last time I wasn't vegan and the last time I actually ate meat. So it's probably making me a bit more anxious to be in this place. But in theory they're supposed to be quite flexible. They've got small menus, so they're ready to, make me a vegan dish. Let's see what they make.
very hot again.
Okay.
So, oyster mushroom, kale, and dry aged apple.
Thank you. I'm just back from the restaurant. You've seen all the food in fact that I've eaten. So I'm happy with myself that I managed to at least film that. As you can see, clock is obviously the other way around. It's quarter to 12. I'm trying out these Tesco mint tins. They're kind of the copycat of After 8. I don't know if you ever tried those. And they're actually really similar, if not exactly the same. The only difference is probably that the chocolate is less thin, it's kind of harder, which I actually prefer this way. And they're accidentally vegan, so very good thing. I don't know what Henia Menia was talking about when she hated them. These are the bomb, they're delicious. I always said I don't want to take one to try them out, and the rest would be for Christmas. But I've already had about, I don't know, at least 8. So yeah, that's after the restaurant. The white stuff is mint, and outside is chocolate. After orange chocolate, mint and chocolate, the best. Gotta have some water because I'm dying of thirst, and I'll explain why soon. Probably gonna have to have a banana too. I'll also explain why. So, the restaurant. Food, in general, as a standard, it's one of the highest standards in Malta, so I won't deny that. I always remember it as the meats restaurant, you know, where they do the high quality meats, you know, duck, risotto kind of foods, pork loins and stuff like that. Anyway, they have no vegan options, obviously. So the rest chef made food for me, especially for me. Luckily, his daughter, he's a meat lover, but his daughter and his wife is vegetarian and his daughter is vegan. And you know, he said that almost at first like a medal of, you know, of honor or of knowledge, that, you know, I actually know what vegan is and I cater for vegan stuff like that. But later on he was telling us, you know, his story and stuff like that, and he's like almost saying the fact that the family is vegan or partially vegan as a nightmare kind of thing, you know, and went on with this rant of all for nothing, the kind of red herring argument where it's all for nothing, so might as well not do anything about it, which is complete bullshit. You know, organic is pointless because you've got the guy next door who's spraying pesticide, which is true. But if someone doesn't start, then we'll never get there. So obviously one has to start, then the other one will. And yeah, went on about this. But anyway, about the food. The food was good, and probably to a non-vegan that love it. The only criticism of it had to be quite finicky, and possibly because as a vegan your taste buds become more attuned to more realistic and normal flavors rather than these overpowering ones. In fact, probably normal food has its own overpowering effect, as opposed to having to fake the mask actual flavor, for example. So the food itself, to get to the point, was very oily, which is something that obviously when you've got pretty poor taste buds because you're used to meats and stuff like that, and oils and salt, you look for, and it was very salty also. Those are two of the 3 tricks that industry uses to entice people to go for these kind of foods. It's sugar, which in this case doesn't feature, but you've got salt and fat. And you know, he was cooking under the assumption that he's cooking for a meat eater, where veg is always going to be bland, it's always going to be boring, so you have to grill it, you have to put lots of oil, you have to put lots of salt. When in fact, you could give me a raw asparagus and I'd find it delicious, because I can taste the flavors as a vegan. So anyway, it is not a kind of a rant against the guy. He seemed to be like a lovely guy, lovely character. On top of that, he took up the challenge, you know, although in reality cooking vegan is not a challenge at all. It's only if you make it difficult, like he did with you know, all the food, all the stuff he used, and the salt and the oil and stuff like that. But my point is that I am very appreciative that he tried it, but it kind of enforces this perception of vegan food having to be complicated, difficult, pointless, tasteless, and all this stuff, and when it's all not the case. But anyway, I'm seeing that there's 7 minutes already of this rant, and I'm going to end this now, and I hope I'll be able to edit it. But next thing I'm going to do, although it's quite late, is start my exercise, push-ups. Oh, and that I didn't get to the conclusion of why I'm drinking so much water. Lots of water because of the saltiness, so that makes you more thirsty. And the banana, because I know I need that for its potassium to help me clean out the salt. So I won't bore you with any more talking. You've already endured my run before this. I didn't do any exercises because I remembered I'm not supposed to exercise on the same day as physiotherapy. So I just finished some editing, chatted with a friend, waiting for some videos to load. I'll save those so that I can continue editing tomorrow. But I'm off to bed after this. I'll shut my laptop down and go off to bed. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying this video. Please comment down below. As always, I enjoy your comments. Share this video, like, that helps a lot. Subscribe, and peace out. Live simple, live large. Good night.